Hi there, welcome, and thanks for stopping into your Cricut neighborhood. My name is Cheryl, and today I'll be showing you how I created this Lovebirds layout. For this layout, I used Cricut Design Space with Cricut Access. So today, I'm going to change things up just a little. I'm using a new paper pad called Wallflowers, and it's by Recollections, and I got it at my local Michael's. It's a very pretty paper pad. So this is the one we're going to be using today. Also, we're not going to be doing any inking, so we're going to keep this layout clean and classic. All right. I think we're good. Let's get busy. This is a single page layout with room for 2 4x6 photos. All the images are cut on my Cricut, including the photo mats. Okay, I'm going to have to take all of this apart to get going again. So I'm going to slide this off, just like so. This is not a fast, it's not a slow layout, that's what I'm saying. This one goes pretty quick. Okay, so for the base layer, it's at 12 by 12, and it's the pink card, playing card from the paper pad. And then the next layer is this pretty blue, and it's cut at 11.5 by 11.5. Now, in Design Space, I've left it there, so you can cut it on your Cricut. I used my cutter for this one. I didn't bother to do that. So I've gone ahead and attached these two for you. It just makes it easier for me to keep track of all these bits and pieces of paper. So I've got a 12 by 12 and an 11.5 by 11.5. Now the next layer, now I'm going to have to do some dumping here. There we go. It all looks so cute. And then you got to take it all apart. Okay, so for these two layers, the pink is the same as the pink from the base layer, and then we're introducing this new layer. It has a little bit of a gold foil effect in there. So the next layer, so this layer here, this pink, this one's cut at 10.57. I don't know where the 7 came from. And then the height is 10.517 because it's not square. Now I am using double-sided tape today. You can use any double-sided tape as long as it has that covering on the backing so that it doesn't stick down. And then the same for this piece. I did the same thing. It's got the double backing right there. Now, I'm going to stop and just show you something before we start attaching those. These two pieces, the photo mat, these pinks are the same image, just resized. And then that one's going to go on there. All right, so for this image here, this one is cut at 10.07 by 10.05. Again, I don't know. 10 by 10. So I need to attach these two. There we go. I'm going to attach this layer to this layer before attaching it down there. It just works better for me. Okay, so this is actually going to go like this, so that my points point away and my nice round edges at the top. So I just want to center that there now. Did I do that? I didn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 1/4 of an inch all the way around, just like that. Now, if you've watched any of my videos where I use a double-sided tape, I just lay everything in place. I keep my hand on one side, and then I just pull the tape off like that. Let that stick down. And now it's not going anywhere. Now it's in place. So now I can just do the rest of the sides. And whatever you do, just do them so that you can't lay them down now until you have them all taken off. All right. Now I don't have to worry about where that's going to lay because it's going to lay right where I had it, just like that. Now I can do the same here. I can line this up so that this double piece is now centered on top of this double piece. And that's not it. Let's see. All right, so my finger and my finger. Ah, that looks good. No, too much to the top. Come down a smidge. There we go. That looks good to me. I'm not breaking out a ruler and measuring everything. It's good. It's scrapbooking, and it doesn't have to be the exact measure. Don't forget, when people are looking at these, they want to see the photos as well. All right, so now I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put my arm right on top, and I'm going to pull one of these off. Just like so. And then that can go there. And then I'm just going to lay it down. So nothing's moved, everything is exactly where I wanted it, and now I can go ahead and take these other sides off. So I go ahead and add the double-sided tape and stuff before recording the video, just because I'm sure you don't want to see me adding double-sided tape to the back of a piece of cardstock. That wouldn't be very interesting. Although, maybe it is. Maybe, let me know. Maybe you need to see how that's done. Okay, so this is our base. So we are now ready. See, everything's attached. It's good to go. So now we're ready to start adding our design elements. So we're going to start off with a photo mat. And again, so this was the base. And then I've added little bits of double-sided tape underneath, on the back. I only want the bottom to be attached to the bottom of the photo mat for now, because I need to be able to slide my photo in there before taking off the rest of the tape. So again, let's line that up. Okay, that was easy. And then pick that off there. Just gonna go in underneath, get a hold of it, pull it off. Now sometimes there's a little bit of the double-sided tape that you just gotta tuck it in. There we go. Now if I put that down, just like that, it's not going anywhere. I now can slip my photo in there, and then I can take off the other little bits of my double-sided tape. So I'm just going to lay that in place for just a second. And we're going to do the same then with this one. Again, just the bottom. So line it up first. Put it where you want it. Line it up. And then reach underneath and pull the tape off. One piece. I can get my fingers in there. There we go. I feel like that shifted just a little on me. I'm just going to double check it before we lay it down. Okay, that's good. Now I do have to tuck in the sequin that hangs out over the edge. There we go. There we go. So now, again, that one is just attached at the bottom. And when you put your photo in there, you can slide it right to the very bottom. So now I want these two photo mats to line up nicely, nicely with each other here, as well as these points here. And I'm just gonna lay them there. This one is a little bit off. There we go. Oh, that looks good. So I'm just gonna lay those there. Those are not glued down yet because we need to work on our zigzags. Zigzags, I like to call it. Rick-rack too is what it reminds me of, but zigzags is what they call it in Design Space. And I want to attach one right about there. I want it underneath my mats, just to bring in a little bit more design color. So this rick-rack, our zigzag, is the same paper as our lower base paper. Now my zigzags are cut at 10.21, and then this height is 1.104. Now the 10.21 seems just a smidgen long, but I kind of liked it when I ended up cutting it because it wasn't just confined in that space. It went out over the edge. It looks like it was just a scrap of something. If you can hear pitter patter, that's one of my little dogs. He's walking around there. So let's go ahead and attach that. Again, double-sided tape. And I'm going to hold that down. I'm going to show you the back of one of the zigzags first, just for the, so there's just a little bit there and a little bit there. I don't need tape all around here. It's not going anywhere. So that looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape off of one of these, off one side. All right. And then I'm just going to put that there. And then I'm still going to hold it for this one because this one's longer and you will end up finding. And then just remove that. And then down it goes. Perfect. Now, our other zigzag is going to go under our photo mats. So let's go ahead and attach the photo mats now. So I've got a little bit of room along the edge here. Listen to the doggy. Along the edge here, and a little bit of room along the edge here. My points are lined up and my points are lined up. I'm good with that. I'm going to put my hand there to hold that in place. And now I'm going to take the tape off of the back of that one. Again, now I'm only doing the top. And then I'm going to do the same over here. Again, only doing the top of the base label. There we go. And then that goes down like that. The reason we only did the top was because I want to slip my zigzag in there. Like so. It just slips right on through. Just like that. And that looks like a good placement to me. I wonder, I'm going to try something else before we commit to that. Nope, it's good. So in we go. Anywhere under here, because it's just to give that little bit of hint of color under the mats to bring in the base color here. So we're just bringing the same color back in. And I think that looks good. And then we're going to hold that down and peel off that little tiny bit of tape there, and then holding it, the same thing on this side, tuck that under, just like that, and that's down. I don't need the glue underneath. Now we can go ahead and finish our photo mats. So I'm going to go ahead and finish taking the tape off there and there. And then over here. Now don't bend your paper. Just kind of lift it a little. You don't want creases in it. That's perfect. Do the same over here. And then next we're going to do our birds. Okay. So my little birdies, I'll show you. I am going to pop him up. And I also went ahead and added a small pop dot to his wing. Now I did have to look through my stash for a little bit of blue paper so that it didn't blend in too much. Now before we do glue him down, I want to show you something. The white for his eye was such a teensy tiny speck of white cardstock, and I tend to lose them. So I have been using this Jelly Roll pen. I'm using a 08 white Jelly Roll pen. And I just really like these because you can just put it on there. You don't have to worry about cutting out little white specks. Now I want to put his eye, his pupil, towards the back top. There it is. That's it. That's all I have to do. Now I do have to wait for it to dry, but that'll dry fast enough. I'm going to do the same with our little girly. And I'm going to put hers again towards the top. Just like that. And just so you know, I'm not sponsored. There's no one's paying me to tell you these things. I'm telling you this because this is what I use. And I like to share. If I find something good, I want to tell you that it's something good. So I'm just going to let that dry for a second. All right, so she's going to go here. She's popped up. And her little wing is popped up. And there you go. And I cut their beaks and their little legs and feet from the same cardstock or paper as the gold in the flowers. Just cuts down on having to find gazillion pieces of paper. And then they're going to sit right there. I think I'm going to make them, actually, their little beaks might need to almost kiss. There we go. Can't have no kissing. All right. Now I'm going to put this one down right in the little divot. So it's got the high point and the low point. I'm going to put this in the low point right there. And then we're going to do the same with him. Take off my backing. And let's put him in the same place. I'm just going to get their little beaks lined up there. No, you can't go there, hey? If I put you there, let me see. I might have to move her. Do I need to move her? Maybe. Let's see. Because I want her to be the same. She is the same size. Maybe I can. It's only been down there for a second. There we go. I can move her. There you go, little girly. Right there. Oh, sweet. I do need you to be having to stand up on something. You can't be just standing in mid-air. I guess you're standing in mid-air. You're good to go. Now I've got 3 little hearts that can, these are also popped up and they're cut the same color as the inside of the flower. Now this one was cut, this little purple, again from a small bit of leftover paper that I had. So I just wanted to slip that in there. And do I have any more hearts? Yes, I do, right there. So that's really cute. Just adds a little bit of something. Little something, something. There we go. Now, where's the other heart? Under my hand. All right. Oh, I know. I can put this heart right almost. Is that too much? No, we can put that one down there. There we go. Well, isn't that cute? That is so super cute. All right, we're almost done. Almost done. So now we're going to put our title for the love part of the lovebirds. I'm just going to lay that there for just a minute. Let's see. Now I am popping this up. And the word love is on a background, which is the same color as the pink we've used throughout. I've added the green because I needed green for my little leaves. So I decided, keeping it simple, we're going to use the same green as the leaves. All right, I'm just going to lay that in place for 1 second now. Now the birds, I didn't tell you what size the birds were yet. So with the hearts, the way it's laid out in Design Space, they come to 4.52 by 3.5. So that's for the birds. And then for our love word here, it comes to, where are my sizes? I'll have to get you the size for this. And we'll go from there. I'll get you those sizes in just a second. The word love is cut at 5.803 for the length. I don't know where these numbers come from. I don't put in like 5.03, but I guess for proportions and stuff, Cricut makes a little adjustment, and I don't mind because I want it to be at the right proportions. And then the height of this is 3.406. So from the lowest point to the highest point is where you measure your height. And the length is from the widest point. So from here to here, I guess, this all looks to be the same. That's where your length is measured from. And then the pink, as I said, is the same as this. The green, same as my leaves. And we can go ahead now and just attach this. I want this to be, see, it doesn't even show our zigzag over here, do I? So that's fine. I'm going to line that up there like that. And I'm going to just take off a few of these little pop dots. I'm beginning to realize that I quite like pop dots. And I do quite like the fact that they give you a good bit of dimension. And if you find that something is not tall enough, you can double your pop dots. Take the tape off one and let it attach there, and then you've got twice as much height. All right, I think that ought to do it. I'm not going to take them all off. All right, we're almost done. Oh, I hope this layout gives you some incentive to try using your Cricut for scrapbook layouts. If you like my videos and my layouts, please just give it a little thumbs up and share, because I want to get other people to see these videos so that they can enjoy scrapbooking with their Cricut. I'm just going to go ahead and give this the small, oh, that's way too much. Don't need that much. The smallest amount of liquid glue there, just so that I can glue that down. I must have missed that piece. If you have any comments, please leave them for me to read. I do read all the comments. As well, if you try this layout, post a photo of your version of this for me. I'd love to see those. Okay, now we've got our flowers, and I do want to show you how I got these to kind of turn up like that, and they are popped up. But I want to show you how I did that. I used a bone folder. You can use anything that you have on hand. If you don't have a bone folder, try using maybe a credit card or your ruler, but don't do it too hard. So I'm going to show you now what I did. So this is the way it comes cut on your mat. You peel it off and all is good. Now I'm just going to take my bone folder. I'm going to hold my flower and I'm going to give it a little twist. Not too hard. I'm just going to go all the way around. And then when I like the way it looks, you might have to go around twice, 3 times even if you do it. But it will bend and it will start to take its shape there. And then I attached, well, I have a piece left over there, that's plenty. Just like that. And that's what makes it stand up. And then I do have the other part of that. Oh, here it is. So this was the part that's the same color as the hearts. And I'm just going to use a little dab of liquid glue. Again, just a dab. I did do the same with this one. I just went over it with the bone folder, gave it a couple of little flicks. I didn't want it to be as much as the bottom piece. Now just a dab will do ya. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. That's plenty. Oops, sorry about that noise. I got butterfingers. All right, that can go there. Put that away. Oh, no, don't put it away yet. Not yet. I have to... There we go. Just a dot. Oh, bless you, Floyd. Oh, and again. And then that can go right there. All right. And then that's it. These can just get put in place. And I can do that pretty quick here. So these are all popped up. So I'm going to put one up here. One down here. And one right there. I'm going to fill them in with the little ones. Oh, we're so close, so close. Just looks so pretty. All right. Now I did have to bring in another piece of paper for the leaves because I wanted it to have a little bit of the gold, but I didn't want it to be the same as this layer because then they would have just blended in too much. So there we go. There we go. I seem to be missing a flower. Right there. I got this one. There should be a third one for up here. Now, I did have this, but I'm missing the little center, so I'm going to have to look for the center. Now, that's too big for a full popped up. So all I do, I take my scissors, and I cut it. I'm just going to cut a piece off. I know you can get those itty bitty popped ups, but this works for me. Just cut it in half, put it right on there, pull the backing off. And now I've got a half for the next time I want one. I just put it back on my sheet. Okay, you can go there. Now our leaves, our little leaves, I'm going to actually glue these down. I'm not going to pop these up. That's what gives this more dimension, is if there's different heights. So I'm going to glue that one down there. Let's see, I think it goes, yes, it goes that way. Again, don't forget, a little bit goes a long way for this glue. All right, one goes there. And then let's put one here. And then a smaller one down there. They are all different sizes. I didn't get, I got too much glue on that one. So I'm going to take this one, just kind of smush them together and take the glue off. And I'm not being fussy, I'm just putting them down. Just putting them wherever they need to go. So I'm just wiping that one off. And how about there? Ooh, that looks pretty. And again, just a dot. We're almost there, folks. I'm excited to get this one posted for you guys. Just love the little birdies. And then I think I'm missing one of these as well, because I should have another one for over here. So maybe it ran off with the little dot for there. Maybe they're little lovebirds. So we'll just let them have their moment. I'm sure I'll find them. It's probably hiding underneath the layout, or it's not too far away. How about we put that there so that it kind of gives some. All right, let's have a quick look for our little leaf and our little thing, and we'll see if they are hiding. Nope, I don't see them hiding under there. I'll find them, not to worry. They're there. Okay, I think that's it. Again, please hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share. I know it's a lot. I do ask a lot, but I do really appreciate it. So, until next time, bye.